unfolded during Ekadashi, an auspicious day for Hindus, attracting thousands of devotees. Officials said around 25,000 worshippers crowded into a temple designed for just 2,000 people, triggering the crush. Deputy Chief Minister of the state, Pawan Kalyan, has announced an inquiry while district authorities rushed medical aid to the injured. 2 critically hurt victims were transferred to a tertiary care hospital. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed condolences and announced 200,000 Indian rupees compensation for each victim's family and 50,000 Indian rupees compensation for the injured. Reports state that post-mortem of the bodies are now complete and are being transported to their native places in special ambulances. The temple is privately managed and the state government has ordered a review of safety measures at religious sites to prevent future incidents. Now for this discussion, we welcome Belly Thomas. She's a correspondent, joins us live. Thank you very much, Belly, for joining us. What more can you tell us about this accident?
Ashuma, at least 9 devotees were killed and several others injured in this stampede at the Sri Venkateswara Temple in Kashi Bugga in Srikakulam district. It happened on Saturday, and the incident occurred during the Ekadashi in the holy month of Kartika Masam here we call. And when an unexpectedly large number of devotees arrived for darshan there at the temple, and initial reports indicate that the temple had a capacity of around 2,000 people, but experienced a sudden surge of nearly 25,000 devotees. The crowd became so unmanageable that resulting into a stampede as worshippers pushed forward. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry. Please carry on, Belly.
The deceased have been, as of now, according to police sources, the deceased have been identified as a 50-year-old Yaduru Chinnamma, Rapaka Vijaya, Muri Pinti Neelamma, Duba Rajeshwari, Chinni Yashodamma, Rupa, and Lotla Nikhil, who is a 13-year-old boy. And the identities of 3 other victims are yet to be confirmed. And Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu, had said that the temple was constructed and operated by a private individual, and accused the organizers of not informing the police or the local authorities about the event. In case if this would have intimated to the local authorities, they would have given adequate number of police personnel for security arrangements or crowd management control is what the authorities say there. The CM also said that a probe has been ordered into the incident and assured that strict action will be taken against those responsible in this case. And the government, he also said that, and I quote him, the government is committed to ensuring that not a single life is lost, but it's very unfortunate that such incidents occur during private programs, and a fully fledged inquiry will be conducted and the strict action will be taken against those responsible. Chandrababu Naidu had earlier today expressed the grief over the loss of lives, and the stampede at the Kashibuga Venkateswara Temple is deeply distressing, and he conveyed his heartfelt condolences to the family of the deceased. The endowments minister here, Anam Ram Narayana Reddy, also stated that the temple is operated entirely by private individuals and had no connection whatsoever with the endowment department or the state government. And he noted that the temple management had also not informed the authorities about the likelihood of the sudden large gathering, and action will obviously be taken against those responsible, and steps will be implemented to prevent similar incidents at a privately managed temple in the future is what he said. Asuma, back to you.
Yes, we will be eyeing that. Thank you very much, Belly Thomas, for sharing that insight and giving us that updates. Thank you very much. Now we move on and we stay in the region. Dock workers at Bangladesh's Chattogram port have intensified their strike on Saturday, protesting the interim government's plan to lease operations to foreign companies. Around 200 dockers have joined the walkout at the country's main maritime hub, which handles most of Bangladesh's garment exports and imports. The unrest follows reports that UAE-based DP World and Denmark's Maersk are in talks to manage key terminals under deals expected by December. The proposals have drawn sharp criticism from workers who fear job losses and loss of national control, while the government argues that foreign investment would boost efficiency and capacity. Bangladesh's interim administration has installed after Sheikh Hasina's government was ousted in 2024, is set to oversee elections in February 2025. Business groups support the move, citing the need for modernization, but unions warn it could erode sovereignty over a strategic national asset. Now, for this discussion, we welcome Prashanta Kumar Shil. He's a political commentator, joins us live from Dhaka. Thank you very much, Prashant, for joining us today. Welcome to NewsX World. Prashant, can you tell us why this disagreement over this critical Chattogram port, and how would it affect Bangladesh's sovereignty and economic political autonomy?
Yes, you know that the biggest, the second biggest from the government's trade in Bangladesh, and especially it's an exchange in Chattogram port, and it's a very pioneer port for in Southeast Asia also. You know that there is a very close to the Bay of Bengal, and geographically and strategically, it's very much important for the arena of any other buyer, especially who are in doing business in garments, ready-made garments, and other trade and commerce. So, but we see that the question is coming from especially from who are the trade union, who are the worker in the port, or the nurser, the main pioneer of the port. The allegation comes from the DP World. You know, the DP World is a Dubai-based operator company from UAE, and their interest, and also there is an interest doing business from operation in a Bangladesh port, Chittagong port terminal, especially two terminal. One is New Mooring container terminal, and another the Laldia container terminal. The two terminals very lucrative positions and very geographical advantage position, where the handling all over the trade, commerce, and cargo is handling here. But that you can see that you know that the already Chittagong port are very profitable position, they are very sophisticated in everything, the goods and trade. But why the reason from present and term government they have an imposed to introduce actually DP World? Well, the behind reasons. So people want to know, is there any connection between the political? Is there any connection the other interest group outside of the country who are the controlling Bay of Bengal initiative? So, and you have another question that is the present government imposed 41% tariff for all the people, all the tariff category. So this is one kind of issues to the protester who are in working from from the trade and also the terminal surveillance. So all the things. So my observation, my personal observation, you know that there is a sudden change in Bangladesh political, and you know that there is some complexity here. But why in the present government, whether they have a very close relation to DP World, why they haven't introduced their implementation and other services? What the behind reason? Is there a political connections, or is there in any agenda, in any country's agenda, or any actually what is the strategical point? Why the people choosing Chittagong port especially? You know that Chittagong port is very crucial and very much sophisticated and a very glorified area for the Bay of Bengal. So when you can just enter the Bay of Bengal, so you have a very touchy position in the Chattogram port. So I think my observation, something is very behind the scene. We don't see in very simple frame, but there is some reason behind. Actually, the initiatives behind is a question. Is a questionable for the people, and the people are no worry working the various 40 years, 30 years in the ground level, especially the operator level in the Chittagong port. They have a protest. They have their trade union is a protest. The banner of Scotch we see today and some few days ago. They haven't protest that. They haven't see that another foreign companies such like a DP World and other companies. They know that this is a profitable port from Chattogram. So why you can introduce that kind of ports? They have a demand, they have an argument for. But the present government, I think, they have to know and good concern for the factor about the issues, because it's a very pioneer issues. It's not for the people of Bangladesh. is the geographical and geological, and also the systematic from Bay of Bengal's initiative targeting areas positions. So everything I have to is a concerning factor for the present time.
And Prashant, building on your answer, it seems like there is a lack of trust towards the government's announcement of such, and also a lack of transparency. What do you make about that?
Yes, in government, some the very the persuasive statement for the Chittagong port handling. They can say this is a very good initiative, very foreigner trade and improvement facility. But how you can just deal with that from that? That your main pioneer is your country, you're the people, who are the actually beneficiary of your country. Why you just work in other countries, other countries' agenda. So they cannot take a very positive way. You can tell me this is a very initiative, connective hub of the foreign companies here from that is a good commerce and trade, everything happening. But this port is already profitable position. This port is already gaining billion core profit. So why you can charge other third-party companies, interested companies? They have an agenda. They have a political thoughts. They have an ideological deep state thinking. So why you can introduce it? The people are not take it very simple way. They can take it as a very serious issue. It's not a for argumental issue. It's not a thinking that is very simple where there's a trade and commerce expand and everything, but not like that. This is some political, some gaining movement from that kind of happening. The government want to urge this is very simple way. Trust that is a very you can just work in a very sophisticated area, digital area, but not people are not believe that they have a protest, especially the worker, the gang, the handle of the worker from the who are the just in operator, the main operator, in the in the port, Chittagong port, and you know that they are the jobless, the main question, the
Yes.
jobless. There's a lots of people are working here that are still jobless when the third party companies are coming. So they can just jobless. So they have been
Right.
constant issues. And I don't know why it is happening government from this time. This is a very critical and crucial moment. Why did the government introduce that kind of very immature decision? I think it is a
Right.
mature decision, not a very fantastic decision for the government.
Right. Thank you very much, Prashant Kumar Shil, for sharing that insight all the way